All right. So yeah, the first fight of the night, as I said last week, both of these dudes, Jake Collier and Jean Vellante, um, are both former middleweights, I believe, or light heavyweights. And hey, it was a fun fight. It was a good fight, and it was better than I expected. And Jake Collier had some really solid movement for a heavyweight, good kicks. It was a good decision win for him. Jean Vellante, man, there were moments in that fight where I felt like, I just felt like if he was in better shape, he would do better. That may just be me as a Vellante fan, but I thought that, man, it was a close fight. It was a good fight, but to put it in perspective, um, I pulled this. As you can see, there's a disparity, and for you audio guys and gals, it's a couple pictures comparing Jake Collier and Jean Vellante when they were at light heavyweight to when they're at heavyweight. And man, Collier doesn't even look like the same guy, really. Looks like a completely different dude. Jean Vellante, not so much. He looks a little goofy in that picture, but whatever. And Luis Smolka picking up a good win against Quinones. That always is good to see Luis Smolka win. I don't know what it is. It's a Hawaiian fighters, man, and I don't think I am alone in this. Hawaiian fighters, dude. I'm all about them. They fight with a different kind of spirit, and Luis Smolka, I believe he was out of the UFC for a second, and he came back. I believe that's and so anyway, a good win for him here. And then the slam herd round. I was gonna say around the. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say around the octagon. The slam heard around the world. Really, it was awesome. Slam KO from Jordan Levitt over Matt Wyman. And I'll say something here. Listening to the pre-fight, right? Listening to the pre-fight from Matt Wyman, dude did not sound good. He doesn't. It's been a while since I've listened to Matt Wyman speak, right? But we've been watching him for a while, and I did not like the way he sounded in the pre-fight interview. I mean, it's one of those things about the sport that we just have to accept as fans. It's not a thing that we think about often. Or else, like, the super fun fights, the crazy wars that I know I enjoy. If we if we fixated on the damage these dudes take, it would be, when you think about it, those big wars are they feel different. But yeah, just for interest's sake, I want to look at Matt Wyman's record, right? 37. He has not been stopped. He hasn't been stopped a crazy amount of times. I expected to find a lot more. But I mean, if you guys hear, I wonder if you guys hear, you probably do. My cat is going nuts. She just can't stand. She can't stand when she can't get in this room. I normally have an open door policy with at least that cat. But man, she goes nuts when I don't let her in this room. Anyway, Yeah, I did not like the way that he sounded in the pre-fight interview. I was saying to my girlfriend, I was like, "Ooh, man, he is not." Matt Wyman don't sound great. And then he got bounced on his head. Great win for Jordan Levitt in that Matt Wyman, at least for the hardcores, is a name. It's a guy we've all heard of, a guy we know who has been traditionally pretty tough, and he's well-rounded in a 2013, 2014 kind of way. If we look at the modern skill set compared to what Wyman brings to the table, he's still very good. But Jordan Levitt getting his first octagon win via slam. That's not typical. I hope people don't expect that from him all the time, because that's Jordan Levitt. I was surprised Wyman pulled guard, because that was like exactly where he didn't want to be on the floor against Jordan Levitt. The next one that interested me, Benitez and James, as predicted. Fun fight. And Benitez looked awesome, man. He looked the best we've ever seen him against Justin James, who really he played the bull. He did. He moved forward, and he's tough as nails. And until that absolutely vicious knee from Mowgli, it was awesome. It was a really great fight, and I expected no less. And then when we look at the next fight, the co-main event, Jamahal Hill and OSP. Hey, man, Jamahal Hill delivered. He delivered in round 2. That said, OSP continues to be one of the I think he's one of the most unorthodox figures in the light heavyweight division. Because I think if a lot of people watch him, right, his movement is not technically correct all the time, right? He has really great strikes, really great timing, things of that nature. Pretty good wrestling, strong. And I'm not saying technically incorrect as far as lack of skill, because he's obviously very skilled, but technically incorrect the way he holds his hands, the way he stands. But that first round, he was really frustrating is the wrong word, but he was staying elusive in that weird OSP way. He's really the only guy that OSP is the only guy who fights like OSP, which is why I think he's such a tough assignment for younger fighters, which is why Jamahal Hill getting the win impressed me big time. I'm not sure what's next for him. In fact, we will be looking at Evan's post, filmfightfreaks.com, seeing where these fighters go next. I always like to read Evan's where they go now. And then, of course, the main event, which was freaking awesome. It was action-packed, back and forth in that rounds 3 and 4. I felt were a little less certain, right? I felt that 1 and 2, Vettori all the way, but 3 and 4, Hermansson started battling his way back in. And then it was going into the 5th, it was more than likely Vettori's fight, even heading into the 5th, but it very well could have been a 1-round fight heading into the 5th, and Vettori delivered. Upset. I can't remember what he was ranked before, but he just beat the number 4 dude. So he's in the top 5. I take it. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at Evan's picks for where these fighters go next and see. Okay, Joel Alvarez. Cool. Another young prospect. I like that. Kamaworthy and Benitez. I'm down. Good thinking, Evan. Jamahal Hill versus Jim Crute. I'll just read the. It's not super long, but so yeah, he overcame OSP and Jimmy Crute. Just fought the caucus. So, and then I love that fight. Marvin Vettori versus Robert Whitaker is Evan's pick for where Vettori goes from here. I like that a lot, man. I like that a ton. Vettori is super hungry, and Robert Whitaker, I think, is more than likely hungry to win the belt back, but he doesn't seem in a rush. Vettori seems like a man on a mission. I think that would be, in addition to Vettori's overall skill set and toughness. I like that fight a lot. And then dude, Vettori is a really great striker, but not in the same way that Whitaker is. And cool. I'm down. Cool. Well,